Salamat po sa inyo at pinahalagaan ninyo ang Eukaristya ngayong linggo. Sinabi nyo, walang trabaho, walang good time muna, basta magsisimba muna ako. Thank you for making the Eucharist a gem. And today too, we like to welcome a gem, a God encounter maker in Spain. Father Jerry Paat, the one who read the gospel, is vacationing now from Spain. Welcome, Father Jerry. Have a well-deserved vacation. Our missionary. Amen, Lord. Amen. And speaking of travel, ilan po sa inyo ang nakapunta na sa Holy Land? Raise your hand. Naku, kukunti pa. Okay, lahat tayo, itaas natin kamay natin. Lord, sana po makarating ako sa Holy Land someday, soon. Amen? Amen. Claim that, believe, trust, surrender. Nothing is impossible with God. By the way, mayroon pala tayong local Holy Land in Subic. Replica of everything that you see in the Holy Land. So, and speaking of the Holy Land, the first time I was there was about the 1990s, early 1990s. Amazing to see, oh my God, ito pala yung Galilee, ito pala ang millstone, ito pala yung olive. The Bible becomes so real. But one unforgettable moment for me was, we stayed in a hotel. Breakfast was buffet. Big, daming pagkain. First day, yung kain, no? Second day, on the third day, nilapitan po ako ng head waiter ng hotel. Father Orvos, you have pilgrims from the Philippines. Yes, yes. Oh, many, plenty, many table. Yes. And then sabi niya, Father, do you eat the shell of hard-boiled eggs in the Philippines? I said, no. Why? Why are you asking? Because I see many Filipinos get hard-boiled egg in their plate. But after eating, no shell in the plate. Oh my God, sabi ko, you know why? Siyempre, maraming Pinoy, hindi naman kakainin, ilalagay na lang sa bag para merienda. Provisions. Naku, hiyang-hiya talaga po ako. Kasi sinabihan ko, and maybe this is what the Lord would like to remind us all today. Many of us are so busy for our provisions. Pagkain, pera, lahat. Yan ang focus natin. And we forget our mission. To heal, to proclaim the good news. Now the ladies here, marami sa inyo may dalang bag, no? Pakibuksan mo nga yung bag mo. Anong dala-dala mo sa bag mo? Anong mga nandyan sa bag ninyo? Ipakita mo nga sa katabi mo kung anong mga dala ng mga bag. Naku, ang dami-dami. Mga provisions yan. Husbands, may mga wallet ba kayo? Pakibukas nga yung wallet, pakita mo sa katabi mo. Kaninong picture yan? Yung anon. Mga credit cards. You see, this is what the Lord tells us today. Travel light. Ang dami kang dala-dala sa mundo, nakalimutan mo na ang mission mo. That speaks a lot about people so focused on the provisions of life for the journey, you forget your mission. What are you living for? Ang nangyari sa iba, ang life nila is all about getting money. That's the whole life. For provision daw, for provision. Diyos ko po, million na, billion na. Pero yung pa rin ang ginagawa mo, and you never quite come These provisions should help you to do your mission. Sisters and brothers, baka dahil sa komisyon, dahil sa konsumisyon, dahil sa mga intermission, nakalimutan mo na ang mission. A lot of people po have focused their whole life on money, earning more money. Valid naman po yan. Pero yung lobbies, I cannot imagine somebody who has millions and millions, even billions, continue to hoard more money. What? Para sa mga anak nila. To the 5th generation na yun. All prepared. Sisters and brothers, please listen to the Lord today. The Lord tells us as we journey through this life, carry with you nothing for the journey except a walking stick, baston. You know why? Of course, to find your way, to defend yourself, to lead others, yan. Okay. No food. Tignan niyo mga refrigerator natin, kung ano-ano naka-stock. Hoarding, panic buying. No sack, no money. Ooh. In the belt. But sabi naman niya, wear sandals. Hindi ka naman nakasandal, sapatos ka, Father Miko. And no second tunic. What is the Lord telling us? Minimal. Just enough for you to travel light for the journey. Assignment, pag uwi nga nyo sa bahay mamaya, you open your cabinets. Ang daming nakaipon dyan na stock na. Sapatos, damit, mga grocery. Look, sabi nila, kung isang bagay hindi mo nagamit within 1 year, it's not yours anymore. Dapat napamigay na yan. Oh, yung damit, yan, isusuot ko yan. Pagpapayat na ako yan, isusuot ko yan. Sinabi mo na yan last year. Siguro, hindi ka napapayat, pamigay mo na, bumili ka na lang siguro ng iba. Hoarding mentality is so strong. Lord, teach us to learn to let go and let God. Easier said than done, ano po? But it has to be said anyway. Mga kapatid, baka hindi mo na magawa ang iyong misyon, hindi mo makita ang iyong misyon kasi nakafocus ka palagi sa komisyon o sarili mong konsumisyon at sarili mong mga intermission, mga luho sa buhay. Lahat po tayo dyan, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Ang dami sa atin, ang daming dala-dala at walang kadala-dala. Hindi ka na natuto that in life, it's not the things that make you truly happy. It's people. Use things, love people. Not vice versa. Kasi marami sa atin, we love our things, our gadgets, everything na gives us comfort. And we hardly love people. Lahat po tayo should again come to the Lord and say, Lord, mea culpa. This week I had a counseling. This lady, well, she has a lot of potentials and a lot of credentials, but so burdened. Fears. Anong mangyayari? Regrets. Anxieties. What happened is she became so preoccupied about provisions. And she became stagnant with her life. Ayaw niya ng parang always so. Sabi ko, one thing is necessary. You trust the Lord more and you worry less. Mga kapatid, she was so stagnant because she was stuck on looking at her provisions. Kulang, baka mawawala. Sabi ko, ang dami pong mas naghihirap kaysa sa'yo. Can't you see? Marami kang blessings, pero hindi mo nagagawa yung mission mo kasi ang bottom line sa'yo, I have to have this. I have to have enough for the future. Baka magkasakit ako, magkasakit yung anak ko, magkasakit yung apo ko, at saka yung mga apo ng apo ko. Enough for the day are the troubles thereof. We have to learn to trust God more and worry less. And she has forgotten to be joyful. Hindi na nakakatulog. Worry ng worry. You know, somebody said, life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be celebrated. We'll never know all the answers, but be joyful anyway. Paalaala po ha. As I've told you before, I remind you again. Isipin mo ito kapatid. Kung namatay kang malungkot, di malungkot kang namatay, and you blame others? No, 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 no. Choose to be happy. Focus on the Lord, not on the load. Ang marami sa atin ganitong mukha natin habang naglalakbay sa mundo. Hindi ka na tumitingin sa taas, hindi ka tumitingin sa paligid because it's all about you. Sisters and brothers, last week naman, I also had a counseling. A woman who had faith. She had no credentials. She is a teacher. But sabi niya, I have to earn money for my son. She had a mission. Ginawa niya lahat. Against all odds, she applied for Europe. And she was crying, Father, I made it. I'm going. I have to do this because I have a mission. Tignan nyo, she went behind her comfort zones because she had a strong sense of mission. Mga kapatid, siguro po, paalaala lang po sa atin. Sino po sa inyo ditong mayaman? Pakitaas pong kamay. O, sige na, okay naman eh. Hindi namin sasabihin, mayaman sa kaibigan, Father. Yan. Okay. Pero yung mga mayayaman po, I have nothing against mga mayayaman. But, warning lang po warning lang. In heaven, there will be one final customs, bag check, and immigration. Mag-ingat po kayo kung may dala-dala kayong pera. May I define? Number one, dirty money. Perang nakuha sa krimen, panloloko, that will become a liability for your entry to eternity. Number two, perang unshared. Million. Wala kang binahagi sa iba. That will be put against you. You did not share your blessings. Number three, ito po, madugo ito, bloody money. May mga napatay, may mga naghirap dahil kinuha mo yung pera nila. Wow. And showy, proud, arrogant money. Pinagyayabang mo yung pera mo at so, mga kapatid, sa mga mayayaman po, go ahead kung mayaman po kayo. But please, don't be filthy rich. Don't be greedy rich. Don't be bloody rich. And don't be proud, showy, arrogant rich. Bottom line, what does it profit you and me? We gain the whole world. We gain all the provisions. You have all your bags full, but nowhere to go. Wala lang, napuno ka lang ng provision. Wala kang nagawa na mission. You are so blessed. Please share your blessings. It's a privilege. And please don't forget this. When God raises your standard of living, raise your standard of giving. Huwag na po tayong tumawad sa palengke. Hirap na, babaratin mo pa. Masaya ka, wow, nakaisa ako. Bakit? Mag-tip ka sa mga first-class restaurant, wow, thousand. You see the point? The poor you will always have with you. Lahat po tayo, we all will answer to God someday. How we acquired the money, how we shared and we used the money God gave to us. Sisters and brothers, what are you living for? Think about this. There are 5 balls now we juggle in this life. Paki-check mo nga. These are all very important. The first one is family. Kumusta ang family mo? You taking care of them? Are they a priority to you? Number 2, friends. Oh, may mga kaibigan ka pa ba? Nasaan na yung mga dati mong kaibigan? Baka yung kaibigan mo lang, para yung sosyalan lang, entertainment lang, shallow friends. How about your real friends? Do you treasure them? Number 3 ball is work. Yeah, trabaho. By the sweat of our brow, we work. Okay. I hope you're working. Marami sa inyo dito hard-working. Ang dami naman hardly working. On. Number 4, check this please. Kumusta ang health mo, kapatid? Please be healthy. And number 5, God. Is God in your life? Family, friends, work, health, and God. And remember this, of the 5, only work is made of rubber. Ano ba ibig sabihin po niyan? Kung bumagsak yung work, it can bounce back. Magba-bounce back yan, rubber yan. But family, friends, health, and God, you drop them, they're made of glass. They can be shattered forever. And many of us are so focused always on work. Sunday today, some people don't even go to Mass because they have to work now, etc., etc. Thank you for making the Eucharist a gem. Times when you encounter God. So mga kapatid, please remember this. Work is not the biggest thing in our lives. Provisions is not the biggest thing in our life. Maybe I'm talking like this because I'm not rich. Rich people have different viewpoint na eh. Father, money can take care of everything. Can make everything convenient, easy, and can buy almost everything. Well, not all. Definitely, money cannot buy everything. Mga kapatid, remember this. It is not what we have, but who we have in life that really matter in the end. Who do you have in life? Do you have God in your life? Do you have people who love you, really love you as you are, not for what you have? Are there people whom you truly love? The heart.